Okay guys, I want to give you some help on the homework to be sure you're on the right track. This binomial multiplication is a pretty simple pattern, but I know half of you are still confused, or at least not very confident with the material yet. So I'm going to do some examples from the homework. Your homework is the odds, so I'm going to do a couple of evens. The pattern is FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. So first, x times x for x squared. Outer, x times negative 8 for negative 8x. Inner, x times negative 3 for negative 3x. And last, negative 3 times negative 8 for positive 24. And then oftentimes the middle two terms will combine, and that looks like it's going to be negative 11x. So the final answer is x squared minus 11x plus 24. Number 6 is not much different. It just looks a little scarier because there's a coefficient in the mix with the first term. But you still follow the same pattern. First, 4x times x, 4x squared. Outer, 4x times negative 11, negative 44x. Inner, negative 3x times x, negative 3x. Last, negative 3 times negative 11, positive 33. Combine the middle terms because they are like terms. 4x squared minus 47x plus 33. Final answer. Number 8 is one of our special products. It's the difference of two squares. And I'll go ahead and FOIL it out, but I can tell you right now, just by looking at this, that I know my middle terms are going to cancel out, and my final answer is going to be x squared minus 49. First, x times x for x squared. Outer, x times 7 for positive 7x. Inner, negative 7x times x for negative 7x. Negative 7 times positive 7, negative 49. Positive 7x and negative 7x, they zero pair or cancel out, so the middle terms cancel out. And like I said, x squared minus 49. Now here, this is really easy to FOIL out. All you have to do is rewrite the x minus 11 squared as x minus 11 times x minus 11, and then FOIL, and you'll notice that there's a pattern here. I can already see that I'm going to have x squared minus 22x plus 121, but I'll FOIL it out and show you why. X times x, where the first term is x squared. X times negative 11, negative 11x. X times negative 11 again, negative 11x. Negative 11 times negative 11, positive 121. The middle two terms combine, and it's a doubling of the middle term, so I get x squared minus 22x plus 121. And that's just called a binomial square. And why is it called a binomial square? Well, here's a binomial, and it's being squared. So on the next page, number 20, just like we did in the warm-up, all you've got to do is be sure that each part of this binomial multiplies each part of this trinomial. It's like an extended version of FOIL. We'll do y times this term, times this term, and times this term. And we'll do negative 5 times this term, times this term, and times this term. So here we go. Y times 4y squared, 4y cubed. Y times 5y plus 5y squared. Y times 2 plus 2y. Next, negative 5 times 4y squared, negative 20y squared. Negative 5 times 5y minus 25y. Negative 5 times 2 minus 10. And now we just combine like terms. 4y cubed goes out front. Y squareds are going to combine with y squareds. Y's will combine with y's. So 5 and negative 20 is negative 15y squared. 2 combined with negative 25 is negative 23y, and then the negative 10 is on the end. And it's important that we write our polynomial of with decreasing degree. So y cubed, y squared, y, and y to the 0 are just the constant term here. 26 or 25 might look intimidating at the beginning, but just do it one piece at a time. Let's FOIL that out. X times 4x will be 4x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. 5 times 4x is 20x. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Combine the middle terms and we get 4x squared plus 19x minus 5. But all of that is still being multiplied by the 2x plus 3. So we make sure that each term in the trinomial is multiplied by each term in the binomial. 2x multiplies the 4x squared, the 19x, and the negative 5. And then 3 multiplies the 4x squared, the 19x, and the negative 5. 2x times 4x squared is 8x cubed. 2x times 19x is positive 38x squared. 2x times negative 5, negative 10x. 3 times 4x squared, positive 12x squared. 3 times 19, positive 57x. 3 times negative 5, negative 15. Combine like terms and we're done. The x cubed lived in front. 38 and 12 is 50x squareds. Negative 10 and 57 is 47 x's, and then negative 15 lives on the end. Final answer.